Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to the live, you guys. Welcome to the chat. You guys, when you come into the chat, you already know. Say hello, Grandma. Hello, Mama. Hello, Auntie. Hello, Miss Sweet Teacup. Hello, Miss Lola. A sweet teacup, just be nice. Now, if you at my beautiful gate, you guys, you already know. It's beautiful. It's gold, and it got the beautiful pink and white roses with light trimming. You got it's super cute. Got the big gold lock, and only I have the key. And you got this gate is gonna allow you to enter the beautiful tea palace. Yes, baby, the tea palace. Over here where Sweet Teacup resides. Hey, Jay. Good morning. Welcome to the tea. Good morning. Hey, Michelle Thompson. Hello. Welcome to the tea. Welcome to the tea. And you guys, hey, Green Butterfly. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to the tea. Welcome to the tea. You guys, it's Monday. Are you guys at work? Are you at your little early break? Or maybe some of you guys, you just like Sweet Teacup, where, hey, you're a grandma, you're auntie, and you're retired, and you can stay at home and chill. You in your quiet place. I know Carmen, the grandma. What's up, Carmen? Good morning, good morning. Welcome to the tea. You guys, I decided we're going to do a grandma section 1. And you guys definitely can give your experience, especially if you're a grandma. Because what we're going to do, we're going to talk about the good thing and the positive thing about it being grandma. Because you know what? If you are a parent and if you live long enough, you're going to be a grandma or granddaddy. And if we could give you just some things maybe to avoid, some things that we consider pros, so that you can have that good grandma and granddaddy experience, a great auntie uncle experience. That's what we're going to do this morning. Hey, Kitty, good morning. Welcome to the tea. Good morning, tea. You on your break, Kitty? Okay, baby. Well, we're going to get some good tea. You on your break. Good morning, Cher. Hey, sweetie. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to the tea. So, you guys, I want to say that I am here for entertainment purposes, and I'm going to entertain you this morning. But I did wanted to go over some tips. You guys, I had a wonderful grandmother, and I have some stories. So I'm going to give you a little story time. But I had a wonderful grandmother, and I could truly say that, and only I could validate that, because she was my grandmother. And when I think of my grandmother, I don't have any ill, wicked, or bad memories of my grandmother at all. Even when my grandmama told my brother with a switch one time, I don't have any ill will or bad memories of my grandmother. And I love that. I love that for myself. So when I got to the point where I was a grandmother, when my oldest daughter was expecting, it was easy for me to embrace being a grandmother, because I didn't have any bad memories or anything where, I don't want to be a grandmother. Now I was like, I'm going to be a sassy grandmama, because I was in my prime, but that's okay. So like I said, you guys, I am here to entertain you. That's what we do over here at the Tea Palace. And you guys, the things that I say, if I talk, I get information about someone, about their life and how they move, just know allegedly it is my words, my thoughts, how I feel. And I have a right, because this is my tea channel, I have a right to have a voice to speak up. And we all know if we grade it and judge it on a scale of 1 to 10, come on, stop playing with me. We know it's a 10 plus. As a matter of fact, you know what? I don't have a 10 plus, but if you got a plus sign now, you could do a number 10. Drop a 10 and a 10 plus, or the word plus, in my chat. If you feel that majority of the time, because Miss Sweet Tuckers is not always right, but when I bring the receipts, I make sure I'm pretty much hitting it. So drop a number 10, or drop a plus sign, or type in the word plus. So like I said, you guys, today we are going to help some individual. We're going to give our opinion, our advice, our experience on any upcoming grandmother. Because I'm going to tell you, I love being a grandmother. I love it. And like I say, I don't want people to fear being a grandma. I don't want someone to feel like, oh my God, it's going to make me old. No, you guys, it's like having another way of life. It's a extension to life, extension to living. And it's definitely a do-over. I love it. Jim Lowe, hey baby, good morning, good morning. One thing bothering me going on around the internet, how is royalty older children looking? Because I am not seeing no difference since they left CJ Red House. I completely agree with you, baby. Thank you guys for 10 to 10 plus. Thank you, Michelle Thompson. There. Hey, Tommy Tom, welcome to the tea. Hey, Tommy Tom, welcome to the tea. I completely agree with you, Jen Lowe. A matter of fact, the kids look better, if you ask me. They're happy. They are growing. And I'm just saying, they don't look like Jolly Green Giants around here. They're not like, what the world going on? They're on steroids. What's going on? They're growing like normal kids. And listen, now you already know, if you got a problem with grand and trolling and all that, you already know, just drink the tea and shut up. And let's keep it moving. I can say, baby, welcome to the tea. Thank you, baby. 10 plus. I appreciate it. Royalty kids, the 3 older God grandkids. And then, by the way, shout out to you, baby girl Royalty. Shout out to you. Happy birthday, precious. You are super cute, super amazing. Shout out to you. Shout out to the 5 God grandkids. Jay said, sweet tea, cause you did see Kiara short. He's trying to give baby CJ a whiplash. No, I didn't see that. What do you mean trying to give my little Spider-Man? And you guys, why are they calling him baby Spider-Man when I you know what? I would share anything. I would share my tea, but I'm a name person. I love nickname. Don't try to steal my nickname I gave my little sweet God grandbaby. Now they want to call him Spider-Man. Do you see the identity theft? I was the first, like I say, but you know what? That's okay. He's my little Spider-Man. And he's going to be Sweet Teacup, little Spider-Man. And we all know why. At least I could give a definition of why. Can someone tell me in the chat why I stopped calling my little God grandbaby Spider-Man? Someone tell me in the chat, because I'm pretty sure someone can tell me. Tell me in the chat why Sweet Teacup stopped calling him baby Spider-Man. CJ always copying everyone. Everyone. Hey, Miss Diane 30. Yes, he loved to copy everyone. You know what? I bet you if someone was to ask them, explain to us why you call him Spider-Man, they could literally give a legit reason, a solid reason, a resolution. But like I say, that was the reason why I say I stopped calling him baby Spider-Man. I'm just wondering if someone can remember from my video why I started calling him baby Spider-Man. Jen Little say, now royalty always let their hair rest from weaving, even when they're with CJ 7 years and never saw her own hair. Because you don't... Carmen, you my girl, baby. Carmen, no. You guys. Carmen, baby, you got it. You guys, we love Carmen. Everybody say Carmen name. You right, baby. Carmen know me. Exactly, Carmen. I said because he fucked up. Now, ABCs. I never had a problem with ABCs. I never had a problem saying every letter in the alphabet, but a damn Pedophile Creek ruined it for me. So I started calling him baby Spider-Man. Thank you, Carmen, sweetie, Kim Atkins, because you don't write letters. Baby, y'all know me. Y'all know me exactly. That's why I call him baby Spider-Man. And because obviously he loves Spider-Man. And he's so cute, he's so adorable. But thank you guys. So we all know in the Royalty Nation New Kingdom Foundation where baby Spider-Man comes from. We know that. And when my God grandbaby pretend to grow up, I definitely want him to know that Sweet Teacup gave him that little nickname, baby Spider-Man. And like I say, if they ever make a series and they are a toddler, and showing Spider-Man, can you imagine a movie like that? Little baby toddler Spider-Man in the movie, and you seeing the little baby, not jumping off counters. We ain't jumping off kitchen counters. We ain't baby Spider-Man ain't doing that. But baby Spider-Man just, playing with the little, like making a little fort and swinging, like in a safe place, like at a park, and at a proper park with a jungle gym where you have the little ropes with the little knots and they climb the little ropes and stuff. A safe environment. But can you imagine a little taller Spider-Man? He get his little web for the first time and he all tangled up in it and he's all playing with you guys. That would be so cute. You know what? That would be great. Royalty, if you listen to this video, baby girl, you should dress baby little Spider-Man in a little Spider-Man costume. I'm pretty sure they got it somewhere. Some little toy that shoot out fake web. And you should actually do a little skit with him being a little baby Spider-Man, and he go rescue Princess Daya. That would be so cute. Jill say, let them speak on how CJ's daughter is a shame to let people see her own hair. Yes, you guys, listen, it's the hate. And you know, you guys, I don't know if you guys peeped this, but have you noticed every time when it's time for your girl, our girl, my girl, your queen, our queen, royalty, big royalty, standing on all 10, standing pretty in pink. Have you noticed every time when it's time for her birthday? I mean, literally the week of her birthday or a couple of days before her birthday. Have you noticed that's when a whole pedophile creep create a huge drama? And I was like, don't tell me this creep is trying to create. Is that why allegedly that creep did what he did to my god granddaughter, having her on her knees, barking like a dog, had her cursing and all that? You wanted to distract the situation of us and anybody else in the YouTube community gonna celebrate royalty birthday. You wanted that pedophile creep wanted royalty to be distressed and to be sad, to be angry. He wanted to rob royalty of a birthday celebration. We all seen it on her Instagram that she was preparing herself to have a birthday bash. I think it was that whole thing about. He wanted to distract. I have learned from the other side, anytime when something good is going for royalty and the royal kids, they come up with this big distraction to take away the attention so that the YouTube community are aware of us to, to throw them flowers, to praise them, to celebrate them. But I see where you're going with this, you creep pedophile. But it didn't work. I'm pretty sure my goddaughter enjoyed her birthday. I'm pretty sure there was a lot of people trying to slide in that DM, baby. Because she's cute. She's gorgeous. She's pretty. Royalty is just so amazing. Baby, that hair is so beautiful, so long. She got a cute little face. I adore royalty personality. Her personality is so sweet, so sincere, so genuine. You know what, Tanya? Shout out to Grandmama Tanya. Everybody give Grandmama Tanya the flowers. Put some flowers in my chat and put Grandma Tanya or Grandma Royalty, because she have done an amazing job with her daughter. And her son. So we're going to do that for Grandma Tanya. You've done an amazing job. She'll say, Riri telling her fans with him and his family, CJ not her only son. Well, you know what? At the end of the day, thank you, Tommy Tom. Shout out to Grandma Tanya. Grandma Tanya, you are an amazing mother. You are an amazing grandmother. And you are doing such a wonderful job keeping that family together, gluing that family and everything. Exactly, Miss Diane. That grandmother over there, I'm pretty sure she's Catholic. But you know what? I told you guys, I said it a long time ago. I said that they was going to turn on each other. And you know what? They're turning on each other. And when I mean turning on each other, now it's the better of over there. Oh, I still want to be the king of YouTube and all this. And you know what? It's a shame that hypothetically could it have been. And if you ask me, just my opinion, those trolls who came from the pedophile creep and the DNA. Don't get mad with me. I'm just saying, baby. I always say, and they always taught me when I was little. I told you about my aunts. I had a lot of aunts. My grandmother had, let's see, there was Sister Essie, Sister Sally Lou. My grandmother's name was Jessie Mae. Don't play with me. And then it was, it's one more, you guys. Oh, shoot. This was an aunt. I think she passed away before I was old enough, at least to meet her. Many. So it was 4 of them. So among my grandmother, imagine having 2 aunts. It was Aunt Selu, my Aunt Essie, and and there was a cousin. She wasn't an aunt, but she was a cousin. Imagine listening to them all the time, and baby, I embraced it. I was I was a nosy little girl. Yeah, but I'm glad I was nosy. I loved it. But to hear the old saying they were saying, and one thing they always say, before you go trying to be nosy in somebody else's house, you better make sure your house is clean. And when there's something crawling around and your house is infected, you best believe it was created in your own house. So I'm just saying. Hey, Sharonda. Hey, baby, welcome to the tea. Hey, baby. She'll say, Jay said, yes, I know she's lying. Are you from on the side of the street? Oh, wow. You guys, listen. Ain't no way, no child of mine, or no grandchild, is going to control me and tell me nothing. You is not, you know what, allegedly, that biggest bully is her own flesh and blood. You know what, let's do a little story time, you guys. So, Carmen, you may know about this movie. But there's a movie, you guys. Here's a homework assignment for you, if you don't mind. It's called The Gargantular. The name of the movie is literally called The Gargantular. So it's about these two big giants, and they look like Bigfoot, but they're real big. Hey, Sheba. Hey, baby, welcome to the tea. And it's a brown one. It's a big brown one. Like I said, it looks like a big old Bigfoot. They're real big, you guys. And then there's a green one. And the green one is not as tall, but it's short and stocky. Carmen, are you familiar with that movie? Anybody else familiar with that movie? It is an old movie, you guys, but it's a good movie, and it's in color. It's called The Gargantular. If anyone familiar with that movie, put a one in the chat, because I'm gonna give you a vision of what's going on that other side. What is coming to the light now? Kim, I can say he misses the royalty. Of course he missed the royalty family, baby. The royal family. Royal family, baby. It was amazing. But you know what? It is what it is. Don't get mad with me because he's not the original part of the royal family. See, everybody just can't be part of the royal family. You got to be. But the movie is called The Gargantular. And if somebody want to Google it up, Google it. I'm pretty sure it'll come up on the Google. The Gargantular. Like I say, it's a big, they look like Bigfoot because they're real hairy. And they kind of ugly looking too, you guys, in the face. So I ain't going to lie. I'm not going to tell you the monsters are good looking. But anyway, the big one, I don't know if the big father, I do know both of the male, both of the creatures, the monsters, are male. So I couldn't know that he was short and real stocky and real muscular, you guys. And the green one, if he was a son, or if they were just two creatures and they was friends. She would say he knew her birthday was approaching and he came in. Exactly, Sheba. Princess Daya, because he was jealous that royalty was having her birthday, and he wanted to take it away. He wanted to take the attention away from royalty, from the YouTube community. He wanted her to be upset so she couldn't enjoy her birthday completely. Michelle Thompson, he was shaking that balloon real hard. All those kids was in there like he was mad about it. Listen, that's why I want you guys to Google. So it's these two monsters and they stay in this big old jungle like as if they was King Kong. But trust me, you guys, it's a good movie. It's an old movie, but it's so good. The big brown one was really nice. He didn't believe in eating flesh, eating humans where he'd just go invade. They stayed like in this big jungle, but they was able to walk and travel in the water, across the water, to literally go on land and attack people in the city. The big brown one, because they didn't talk, but they would do grunting and gestures in the movie. The big brown one was basically telling the green one, no, we don't eat people. We don't eat people. They can eat the leaves and the food and other animals that was in the jungle. The brown one was trying to make the green one behave, but that green monster, you got, he would go across water, he would snatch people up, he would eat them immediately, he was smashed on buildings, and he was a mean one, just a mean one. And you guys, the reason why I'm telling you about this movie, because like I say, in the end at this movie, the only way that green monster was stopped because the big brown one, you can see in the movie, it broke his heart. He had to fight him and kill him. No one could stop that big green monster, the gargantula, but the brown one, the one that probably raised him, probably was his own son. Stay with me now. He had to dead him. And I don't know, maybe now that I think about it, because I was little, you guys. I was like about 11 to 10 watching that movie. It's possible that in that movie, the big brown one could have been a whole female. It could have literally been a mother. And the green one, because it was short, you have to see the movie. It could have been a son. She couldn't control him. He did terrible things to people for no reason. They had plenty, they had a whole jungle. They had plenty of food. And I remember in the movie, the big brown one was giving him food like, here, you got this. But the green didn't want it. He wanted to go attack the people, the human, and step on and smash them. But you guys, in that movie, in the end, that brown one had to kill and take it down. So, my opinion, my thought, and listen to what I'm saying. We got a whole creep pedophile out of here. A creature, a monster, a demon that seems like it won't stop. It is very possible the only person that can take that monster down and that demon, meaning that getting him off the internet and making him receive the karma that he deserved, may have to be the person that created the animal. It may have to be the person that created the animal. I'm telling you right now, I have seen it in real life. And you guys put a one in the chat and you agree with me. If you have experienced this, have seen it, whether you got friends, no matter how old you are, I want you to think about it. In real life, dealing with people, human beings, how many of you guys have witnessed, whether it's someone in your family, and you don't have to give names, you don't have to tell your personal business, but just put a one in the chat. And if you want to talk about it, that's up to you. But how many of you guys seen a bad seed? Where you seen, whether it's a brother, a sister, a cousin, a nephew, and for day one, it was in them. You seen it. For them going to school, they stayed in trouble. For them getting older, they were stealing. They always cause these issues, and you seen it. And if it was a strong parent, a strong mother figure, a strong father, it had to take that mother of that father who created that monster. Created. And when I say created, because you birthed them. At the end of the day, you gave birth to the monster. As a mother, I truly believe, and I'm going to speak this on me. If I had a son and my son was like that creep pedophile that just go around and create so much havoc on everybody, me as a mother, because I birthed that demon, creature, or whatever what you want to call him. At the end of the day, if you got a whole grown-up child out here emotionally, physically, verbally, by teaching kids to curse, trolling the single mother, bashing her, calling her for the street, and everything, calling her kids baggage. If you created that monster, that's a monster. If you created that monster, you should feel the obligation. You should feel responsible. You should be the one to take him down. Me, I'm going to stand up and I'm going to tell my damn son, get your ass somewhere and sit the fuck down. I'm going to get on internet and I'm going to say, I do not condone the behavior. That is not whether I was there or not. If I wasn't there, I'm still going to hold accountability. Because at the end of the day, I carried that monster in my stomach for 9 months, 7 months, whatever. Full term, 2-3 weeks early. I carried that. I would let that goddamn monster know. I'm the one. I'm the one. You have done enough. I'm going to come to the internet and I'm going to say, I do not condone this and I don't like it and I'm going to fix it because he's a liar, he's a thief, and he's a fucking cheat. I may love him because he's my monster, but I'm going to call him for what he is. Because at the end of the day, her own monster is gonna turn on her. He's gonna turn on her because that monster don't want to stop. And I feel, and I know this in the gut of my stomach, if he feel that mom, whatever kind of mom him, or she become something that gets in his way, he is going to come back to the internet. And I put my name on it. He gonna come back to the internet and he gonna throw the fuck out of her. He's gonna call her those names again. He's gonna reopen up those wounds. I'm telling you, you just watch. I put my name on it. He is gonna reopen up those wounds and he's gonna call her the same thing he called her 6, 7, 5, 8 years ago. A crackhead, a whore, a abandoned mom. You suck is already starting. We seen it allegedly in the video recently where a whole creep pedophile said to his own flesh and blood, a woman who fucking carried him. It doesn't matter. Yes, you can be in your feelings, but you're grown now. You're fucking grown up. It is what it is. You're grown up now. And if you can call her that she sucked, and even her worst enemy, whoever she consider an enemy on this side, we don't come to the internet and say she fucking suck. We may come to the internet and point out some lies and some manipulation, and we may point out this what a fucked up creep pedophile son do that. He's gonna come for her. He's gonna come for her. So you know what, like I said, it's gonna all unplay on the internet. If that, stay with me now, if that mother grows on YouTube, and if that mother grows and she start doing that creep pedophile clown, oh, he gonna come for her. I promise you that. Jay said, Bob, Billy, you see, he had Daya sleeping on the floor. Exactly. You know what, you guys, like I say, I felt he did all that to try to throw a distraction for Royalty, so Royalty couldn't celebrate and have a good time for her birthday. And he did it because he wants to try to show Royalty, this is what I can do. You may think you're not no longer in my house. You may think that you are unreachable. Hold on, you guys. You may think that I can't get to you and I can't do anything, but I still control you, and I'm going to control you by going through your daughter. At the end of the day, I don't really feel that monster even want to call her his daughter. Not really. I don't know no man that does that. I never seen that even in the worst horrible I've seen it growing up and things I've seen on the news. Hold on, you guys. Sorry. Hold on. I got to make sure there's no trolls up in here, okay? From the worst horrible things I've seen from growing up, I never seen anyone treat their daughter the way that creep pedophile does. No one else does that. No matter what race they are, no matter how old they are. I know children, which is so illegal, where we seen adult women molest little boys, and these little boys became fathers, and they are teen. They don't even come to the internet and do that to their children. Hold on, you guys. We're going to get the trolls out. There you go. Goodbye, trolls. You're not welcome at the tea party. No, sir. So, you guys, like I said, you guys, it was a distraction. And like I said, you guys, like I say, that person is probably going to have to take down her own flesh and blood. She is probably going to have to be the one. to get him, or at the end of the day, now at the end of the day, God is a good God. We know eventually it'll be done and served. But like I say, as a mother, I am not responsible. I don't condone the behavior. This has nothing to do with me. And then has a grandmother. Let's talk about has a grandmother. Put a one in the chat so I know you guys are still here with me, because I know there's trolls trying to come in here. She went, oh, of what she did would go out in a, exactly. I completely agree with you, Sheba. He's definitely going to go out in a straight jacket. I completely agree with you on that. Has a grandmother, I will tell you this. If you talk about your grandkids' mother or father, it's going to come back to haunt you. It's going to come back. It doesn't matter. As a grandmother, if you want to be a successful grandmother and your grandkids are really going to look up to you and love you, I advise you, I'm telling any grandmother out there, don't speak bad on the opposite parent. I got 2 daughters, so obviously my grandson missing parent is the father. One thing I don't do, and you guys put teacups in my chat, I have never came to the internet and spoke ill will on my grandson father, and nor would I ever will. I do not speak on him in any kind of negative way to my grandson, never did, because that's his father. Never did. That's his father. I don't have the right to insinuate myself into their relationship. I wasn't there when they did the do. I wasn't there when that baby, well, I was there when the baby was born, because I cut the, I got the neighbor call, but I wasn't there when they did the do. And at the end of the day, I love the shit out of my daughter, but my goddamn daughters are not perfect. Stop playing with me. I got 2 daughters that 8 years apart, and I'm not finna sit up here and let nobody convince nobody or no damn YouTube community that my fucking daughters are perfect, because they're not. They just happen to be my daughters that I love dearly. But one thing I have never done and never will do, I'm not gonna come to the internet and speak ill on my grandson's father, because that's his father. When my grandson decide that when he's gonna reconnect with his father, whatever, that is on their turn. And one thing I could say, my grandson father, if he was to ever find out who I am, he's not gonna, one thing he's gonna tell you, he never heard me bash him on the internet. I have never done that. I never bash him to other people. Now, did I ever say some stuff to him in person? Absolutely. But yes, like I said, you guys, so as a grandmother, when you insinuate yourself, and especially when you come to the internet and you end up putting your 2 cents in, well, I don't think he or she should do this, and I'm gonna do this. Hold on, you guys, let me check. To eliminate attraction towards women from the mind. Guess what? Oh, we gonna get the trolls up out of here, because you're not welcome, baby. I didn't take my golden key to let you in my gate, honey, don't think so. I'm gonna block you and put you out every time. You're not welcome over here. But like I said, you guys, if you come to the internet and you want to put your 2 cents in, and in the same breath you saying, oh, well, I ain't got nothing to do with the internet, and tell me anything about it, but then in the same damn sentence, the next sentence in the same paragraph, just so that you know, a proper paragraph got to have 4 or 5 sentences, complete sentences with a proper, forget your period, your question mark, or exclamation mark. I'm just teaching you a little something. So, but in the same damn paragraph or sentence, a grandmother or grandfather would turn around and bash the opposite parent. Come on now. What are you going to get from that? You honestly think that if you come to the internet and kisses your son ass or your daughter ass by bashing the other parent, you honestly think your fucked up pedophile creep child is gonna respect you more? They're gonna even respect you worse and less, because they know they doing some fucked up shit, and you sitting there calling them and supporting them, and they probably saying in their head, this one I don't like this bitch now. They probably literally saying in their head, this why I don't fuck with this bitch now. I will tell you this, not sometimes, all the time. A good mama, a good grandmama is going to tell her fucking flesh and blood the motherfucking truth. Because the worst thing to do, has a parent, has a mama, a daddy, a grandma, a granddaddy, a uncle, auntie, is to watch your motherfucking flesh and blood do the most, and you don't have the strength to look them in the face and say, you're fucking wrong. You're wrong. They are not going to love you more. They are not going to expect you more. They're not going to respect you more. They're going to hurt you and disrespect you more because you don't even have the guts to stand up to them and say, stop with the bullshit. Enough is enough. You're fuck up. And then you're going to tell them the things they're fucking up about. And then at the same time, you can either tell them before or after. Because I love you and because I want you to be a better person, let me tell you why you're a bullshitter. And that's how you got to do it to go down. Put a 1 in the chat if you agree with Sweet Tea Cup. Put a 1 in the chat that you're a grandmother, a granddad, an uncle, auntie, a mom, a dad. Put a 1 in the chat that if you got a child that you are raising, that you would not make sure you be the first to let them know they're fuck up. Because people will let them walk around and people will allow them to walk around and be a fuck up the rest of their life, but laugh and talk about them behind their back, but will never tell them to their face. And now your fucked up ass child remain fucked up because you didn't have the strength, because you was a coward. And you didn't want to let them know and come up and say you're fuck up. You're dirty, take a bath. Your clothes dirty, your teeth yellow, brush your teeth. Comb your hair nappy. Get some better deodorant, you musky. That's the shit. See, that's when you're a real mom, a real dad, a real grandma, a real granddaddy, a real uncle, a real aunt, where you let them know because you care about them and you don't want them out in public acting like that and being made fun of and talked about because you were a coward. You were so concerned about your feelings. Well, I don't want them to hate me. Oh, I want to stay in their good graces. I need the money. Make your own money. Jill, I would never encourage that. I have 6 children, 3 girls, 3 boys, and lots of daughters-in-laws. All of them here there know their place. Thank God they are living aboard. Thank you. Thank you. As a mother, a real grandmother, you have to do that. If you don't tell your own fucked up ass son or daughter, they're gonna keep walking around thinking it's okay. Now they can turn around and cuss your ass out, but I advise you to cuss them motherfuckers back. Let them motherfuckers know. Hell, let me tell you something. I advise any mother, if you got a grown-up ass child or a teenage child and them motherfucker cuss you out, you better cuss that motherfucking ass out. Because at the end of the day, baby, them motherfuckers need to know where the fuck they get it from. They may think they're fucking beast, but you're a double beast. Because they fucking DNA come from your fucking ass. You need to shut that shit down and say, bitch, nigga, hoe. Where you think you get this shit from? Don't make me open up and bring this shit back what I was like when I was young. Sometimes you got to do that as a parent. Put a 1 in the chat if you agree with me. Put a 1 in the chat in your life, because I damn sure had to deal with both of my daughters. I had to let them know, wait a minute now. Wait a minute. Where you think you get it from? I had to come out and let them know, baby, you got my blood running up in your body. You got, baby, I done been there, done that, and back. Sometimes you got to let them know where the fuck they get it from. Nigga, you ain't just coming to this goddamn world and you a beast and you can talk shit and troll somebody. Motherfuckers got to know, nigga. That's why I say I don't birth niggas like you, honey. Period. And as a mother and a father, if you got an unruly child, whether they're grown, it doesn't matter if they're 32, 34, whatever, you need to let them motherfuckers know. Don't make me bring the bitch back out in me now. Whether I abandon your ass or not, let me bring this abandoned bitch back. Because we going to it off. I guarantee you that fucking, whether it's a male or a female, gonna break their fucking ass up because they around here thinking they the shit. But sometimes as a parent, you gotta take that shit back. See, a lot of time our grown ass kids forget that we was a fucking kid. They forget that we was a fucking teenager. They forget that you may be a grandma now, but you was a whole mother. And if you stand on what you stand on, and if you don't want to lead this world and continue to lead your kids to be a fuck up, you better learn to open your goddamn mouth and put your motherfucking foot down and let that fucking motherfucker know. Now that's just how the fuck I talk. If you got a fuck up and he's a motherfucker or she, it is what it is. But you gotta let them motherfuckers know, baby, don't play with me. Don't play with me. God brought all us in this world. We all was born in sin. And it was a blessing that you're here. But let me tell you, don't play with me. Sometimes you have to do that as a mother. Because I'm going to tell you, it will wake their ass up. Because at the end of the day, what good is going to do a mother and a father if you don't say anything and you're watching this creep to mentally abuse your grandkids? Your grandkids looking at you, and when they hug you and say, I love you, they are telling you, help. I need help, Grandma. Grandma, I love you. Help me. Grandma, grandfather, get the fucking courage. It's in you. Stand your ass up and shut that shit down. And like I say, that motherfucking creep may not fucking listen to you, but at least your grandkids is going to grow up and they're going to remember that you had their back. They're going to remember that you was trying to protect them. The worst thing to do, and I'm going to tell you, goddamn it, I can tell you, I'm 60 years old. I got a grandchild that's 15 going on 16. And I can tell you today, I am proud to say my grandson may say, oh, well, you know, this, that. But my grandson got a lot to say. He know who made the biscuit, who cooked the grits. And my grandson damn sure gonna tell you he remember when grandma pulled the fuck up at the fucking school, baby. And say, not with mine. My grandson can tell you, remember, when motherfucker try shit, grandmama pulled the fuck up at the playground and say, not with mine. See, that's what you want your children, your descendants to remember. You want your children, your descendants to remember that you was there loving them and protecting them. All of them. Because at the end of the day, I'm going to tell you right now, a lot of people in the YouTube community, a lot of people, put a one in the chat, and you don't have to, just put a one. You don't have to go into detail, nothing. But a lot of people in the YouTube community, a lot of people in the world really got some fucked up, obviously they got some fucked up ass grown-up daughters and sons. All these people would be locked up. A lot of us got nieces, nephews, cousins, fucked up, locked up. But I could tell you this, you got some children that are now grandkids and grandnieces. They can say, my grandmama and my granddaddy was there and they took me in and they sheltered me and they protected me. It don't matter what that fucked up ass parent did, grandmama and granddaddy stepped the fuck in and made sure them damn. Why do you think so many? Think about it. You know how many grown-ups I see, even famous people, that when they get an award, they had a Red Carpet Award or they had a Grammy Award. You know how many grown-ups, and you would hear them say, if the mom and dad was not there, you would hear them say, yeah, my grandmother. Who's here with you? You ever seen the American Got Stars, or the shows with Simon. What's the man named Simon? The show where you get on there and you try to get noticed. You sing, dance, do all your little skits, whatever what you do. Someone help me out in the chat. What's the name of that show? Simon plays in it. What's the man name? Damn it. He's a comedian. He's real funny, you guys. He's a white guy. I cannot remember. He's bald headed now. He's real funny. But that's American Got Stars. I don't know. I think American Got Talent. Shows like that. How many times you looked at one of the shows and then you see a child get up on stage and they say, how old are you? Just I'm 7, I'm 8, I'm 5, I'm 10 and 12. And they'll ask them, who's here with you? And a lot of times they'll say, my grandma, my granddaddy. Do you see what I'm talking about? Do you see how that child is remembering that grandma and that granddaddy that stepped up? Now, we all know if mama and daddy ain't there, and if that child is saying my grandma, my granddaddy, that means only a couple of things could have been happening. Either the mom and dad is no longer here, God bless the dad, or either mom and dad is a fucking fuck up. Because even if mom and daddy was around, mom and daddy would have took off from work. So like I say, we know it's one or two of those things. And when that child get older, just like I say, I love that movie Drumline with Nick Cannon. I love the movie. When he walked up to his father didn't even fucking recognize him. And he walked up to that train station, I don't know if it was a train or it was a monorail or whatever, but when Nick Cannon walked up to that, his father, and he gave the money, and his father was he didn't even recognize him. He was telling him the time of the train and how much it was. He didn't even recognize his own flesh and blood. But his mama was there. His mama had his back. And he said to him, and in this movie, it made me sensitive, baby. He said to that man, he said, I just want you to know that I made it. I made it without your help, but I made it. He could have called that man every name in the book. He could have cussed him out. He could have came in there and tried to fight him. He could have did this. He said only a couple of words, and he looked at him and he said, I made it without your help. I'm gonna tell you right now, if somebody don't get their shit together, if somebody in the fucked up creep pedophile family don't get their shit together and get the courage to tell a fucking creep that he is wrong, that you are no longer, they need to bring it to the internet because the internet needs to know. This is what I'm talking about. Hold on for a minute. I'm telling you what I'm talking about, Precious. That. Goodbye. You're blocked. That's what Sweet Teacup talking about. If someone don't step up on that other side to protect those babies and say you are wrong, them kids gonna grow up, and I promise you, they're already growing. They're gonna turn around and it's gonna be a different. And when them aunties and them uncles sitting over there because they got their kids and they figure it ain't none of my business, I'm gonna respect my fucked up ass brother and a whole grandma or granddaddy. If you in that situation, well, that's my son, so I don't want to interfere. Them damn kids gonna grow up and they gonna say to you, I made it. I made it without you. I made it with the love of my mother. And if they make it big, and get famous and make a lot of money, and then when you struggling, and you feel like that's my family, and you need a little help, and now you want a little money, and they grown now, and you gonna come up to them, gonna look them up and find their number. You're gonna have to Google it because we don't have white pages anymore. And you got to Google them up, or you may walk up and you standing outside. You know this happened in real life. You behind the ticket line and you wait, hey, it's your uncle, it's your aunt, and they turn around and look at you and turn their motherfucking back. That's when you gonna know. And that's when you gonna get your karma, because them kids gonna remember you did not stand up for them. You did not have their back. You let a whole creep pedophile throw the fuck out of their mother, You let him use them by taking pictures and videos to make money off them. You sat on silent because a creep, I don't know what, allegedly offering you money. Baby, it's going to be a lot of reaping and a lot of sowing. That's all I got to say. It's going to be a lot of reaping and a lot of sowing. And like I said, those twins, they are beautiful. My God, grand twin. And you know what? I'm going to put my name on it. When them twins grow up and get older, they 4, right? Let's say about 6 years from now. No, I'm going to say about 8 years, they'll be 12. So let's say from 8 years from now, if I'm still living, God is good. Even if I'm not living, and if they grow up and get a hold of these videos, whether they go through somebody else's video and they seen, oh, sweet teacup, and she was talking, they gonna remember me. They gonna say, I don't know who that lady is, but she was standing up for us. She was protecting for us. And if I'm still living, who's to say they may not venture out when they even get older to search me out just so they can say, you know what, thank you, pretend God grandmama. Yeah, thank you. I finally get to meet you, pretend God grandmama. Because I see you and many and thousands other people had our back. They had our mama back. They was concerned about us. You all cared about us. They are going to get older, and I promise you, as kids, because you guys, I'm 60 years old. I can't lie to you. I told you a story one time of this young lady who gave me and introduced me to a Barbie doll. I was like about 9 or 8, and she gave my mom a whole big old garbage bag of Barbie doll. If I could find this lady, I would search her out to tell her, thank you. Me playing with those Barbie dolls made the person I'm here today. Made me to be able to tell stories and give a vision in the way I know how to share a vision with people. By telling my story and giving you a vision. There are many people that I reach. There's someone I reached out to, you guys. I can't lie to you. Just last night, I was in my, I was thinking about my mom, but I remember my mom had so many friends, but it was this one particular coworker. Oh my God, she was like about 11 years older than my mom. I was able to figure it out when she told me her age, and I remember this teaching job. My mom been with the school board, so I remember when my mom would go to the school on certain things, my mom would take me with her, and I remember this when they had, they had to decorate before the school year, before the new kids come. Oh, there you go, Tro, goodbye. So you guys, I remember when I was going to school with my mom, and like I say, and it was a week or two that the teachers go in, and I don't know if you guys are aware of it, the teachers are able to get into their room almost couple of months before school starts, and you go decorate the little bulletin board and everything. And my mom used to take me with her, always being real creative. So this young lady, I don't want to say her name, but she wasn't a godmama, but if I were to say a godmama, she definitely would do godmama duties. But she used to always come, she'd come to my mama's classroom, hey, say my mama's name, and she'd say, well, let me take Lola with me. And she would take me with her to her class. Now, I'm there supposed to help my mama with her class, but she'll let me help my mama with her bulletin board. And then she would say, well, you can do mine. And she would let me do what I wanted to do. She already had an idea. She'll say, well, cut these shapes out, do this, do that. And I would do her bulletin board. And then when they got time, because they would go on lunch break, that was the highlight. And keep in mind, I told you, my mom was a single mother with 4 kids. And my mama got her first teaching job as a teacher assistant. She wasn't a certified teacher yet because she was going to school that night and working as a teacher assistant. So she would tell my mom when we would pull up, and we would always go to Wendy's. There was a Wendy's down the street from my mama's job. And we would ride in her car. My mama had a car, but we were riding her car. She had a better car. She didn't have any kids, and she was like 11 years younger than my mom. Baby, I used to look at her, and she's so pretty. She had the pretty hair, and she's a dress, I was always, and I told you, I was always just stare at people. But as soon as we get in the restaurant, she would tell my mom, don't worry about it, I got Lolo. You got that stuck with me. She's always just by my lunch. And I reached out to her yesterday because I was feeling just a little bit missing my mom. And I just reached out to her. I have not talked with this lady in years. But you know what? She was, hold on, you guys. She was so excited to get a phone call from me. She was so excited to hear. She is 72 years old right now. And she was so excited to hear me say, I remember those days, and I remember, and I told her, thank you, I remember you were always by my lunch. So do you see where I'm going with this? People don't have to be a relative to make a statement in your life. People don't have to be a mother or father. Some people say, you know, we see some on the internet. Well, I don't even know if they didn't know my grandkids. That's so irrelevant. They may be your grandkids, but going to be a lot of people that's going to come into their life, and they're going to make a mark in their life for those kids, teachers, friends, business owners, bosses. No child life is just based upon their parents and their grandparents. That's why I say it takes a community to raise kids. We don't have to be biologically related to the royal twins. They don't even have to ever put their eyes on us. But just to know when they could go back and they research something or see something, or even when their mom just tell them or somebody say, let me tell you a story. You know, when you was this age, it was a whole group of people that was supporting you twins, and they had your back. And then they go and list these people. You don't know if these twins don't grow up and search you out and show up at your door and say, thank you. Because it's going to make them be a better than they fucked up ass father. Pedophile creep father. And I stand on that, you guys. So like I said, you guys, I love you guys. Thank you for allowing me to come to the internet and you listen to my story. But like I said, you guys, look at that movie. Put the one in the chat so that I know you guys. Oh, thank you, comment. Just because you are relative don't mean you're exactly, baby. Obviously, we see it. They are literally relative, and they sitting back and they're not doing nothing to me. Let me tell you something, baby. Stop playing with me. You do a blood test, let me be 1%. I'ma set this shit off. Bitch, that's gonna pull the fuck up. I said, you guys, you don't have to be a blood relative to love anyone, to support anyone. So like I said, Royalty is my goddaughter. And I am super amazingly proud of her. I think the world of her. I think the world of her like I think of my daughters. Yes, I do. So like I said, and hopefully one day, Royalty will get to meet me and my daughters. I have 2 daughters. Yes, I do. But like I said, you guys, I love you guys. And you know I'm always in the bushes. Thank you for supporting me. And talk to you later.